Welcome to another Field of Glory 2 battle. In this friendly paired skirmish match against Gephalrus, I will be commanding the Seleucids, the later Seleucids, that is, against the Jews. Gephalrus is a notable, highly skilled Field of Glory 2 player. When he played in the league, it's been a little while, but he took pike armies and was very good with them. This Jewish list that we're facing is not the really good one, which is the Jewish Revolt list. That list gets lots of zealots and lots of slingers, which are almost as good as light archers and 6 points cheaper. This list isn't so great. It gets the zealots, but only 7 of them, so it has to rely on irregular foot or raw pikes to fill out the line. And it has to just spend more points on the light superiority that it admittedly can get pretty easily. So, this being a mirror match, I expect that the Seleucids will be attacking in both matches just because the enclosure and rough are really great for the Jewish army to hide in, and they would have a tough time in the open, particularly against pikes and cataphracts. So it's a balance. We need to get medium foot to try to push in, but we also don't want to give up on our superiority in the open so that we don't open ourselves up to, the bad things. So to that end, we will get Thuriophoroi and Thracians. And Thorakitai are just armored Thuriophoroi. Do I bother with the militia? They can fight you regular foot. As long as they don't whiff the impact, which admittedly they often do. We'll need all the lights we can get just to not be too badly outnumbered in that department, although we will be. I'll even get the dreaded levy skirmishers, who are awful, and our own irregular foot. Okay, then what? I want cavalry superiority. Not that it'll do me much good, but I want to be annoying. Do I want the expensive nomads? Probably not. I don't think so. Okay, so 470 points remaining for our heavies. I'll take the cavalry because they bring bows and we'll need the fire. Fine. We'll do the nomad lights, even though I don't want to. So the only cavalry they can field are Zistophoroi. So unit of cataphracts on each wing, so that if they break into the open at all, we can take advantage. Our pike phalanx can do very well against these zealots if they don't disrupt on impact. It's a lot to ask, but I also don't really want to spend the money on the super expensive veterans. I could get my Roman-style guards or a superior warband, of course. Might be the way to go. These guys can beat the zealots being armored and all. Okay, 85 points remaining. What can I do with that? Get another pike phalanx, could get cavalry, more cataphracts, which I can't really use. Pikemen it is. That's our commander-in-chief there. And another command on the Phalangites. Alright, and that's what we'll go with. Almost holiday appropriate, since I think this is a conflict that leads to the creation of Hanukkah. I have no idea if that's the case. I should, but I don't. Interesting. Pikes on the hill. Very interesting. What I could consider is a slow switch of my heavy foot over. I mean, being raw, these are going to be what? Minus 25? And then the hill will balance it out. True. But units this strong might just punch through via impact anyway. It's worth considering. So we could simply shift the whole heavy element to the left and ignore this business, although we will be pushing into a fair amount of rough ground, which is pretty undesirable. It's out of close bow shot. I'm sure he has men in this forest. Well, I'm fairly sure. Let's begin shifting our Roman-style troops over, along with some of our phalangites. All right. Next turn. All right. Let's keep shifting over. Very good. And heavies to that wing. We'll need some lights over there, or mediums over there as well. And we'll just ignore these guys unless they decide to come out. Next turn. Yeah, not surprised. Keep pushing these imitation legionaries up. And determined to at least attempt to win the skirmishing. I don't know how many heavy units I want to push over there. Definitely the legionaries, so. Next turn. Oh, he's gonna make me respond. Okay. Well, I think I'll shuffle my skirmishers out of close bow shot. Let's see. Which which would be here. So let's get out of range for the moment. Okay, then what? Let's get our cavalry to the other wing as well. And then shift these triophoroi to cover the wing of the phalanx. It's not the cleanest advance. Next turn. Keep on creeping over. Okay. No need to be shy. I've got some lovely challah bread and matzo balls for you over here. I do like me a good matzo ball soup. Maybe if you'd mentioned latkes, you could have really enticed me over. In fact, I'm a trash person who even doesn't hate gefilte fish, but what can I say? We can keep hanging back with our lights. The light horse archers should provide us with an advantage in any skirmishing fight. Maybe we keep 2 units of pikemen back here? Hard to say. Could try to be stingy and get away with 1. Okay. Not sharing the latkes. What a hater. What has the world come to? Okay, so a thin screen of mediums will stay here, backed by a couple of units of heavies, While the vast majority of the heavies will aim for this space, mediums here, cavalry to arc around. That's the plan until everything goes horribly wrong. Next turn. Ooh, hello. Good, and get the heavies. Is that where they want to be? That's more or less where they want to be. Okay, so this heap of units is going to push here. This screen is going to just stretch here and try to hold out. We'll see how that goes. Next turn. I'm kind of okay with this. I'd rather he spent his ammo at long range, even though I might get a disruption. Start some light harassment here. Maybe he'll have to come down. Maybe. Open up a lane for our cavalry to move in. Good. We are going to gradually lose all the skirmishes. Can only try to inflict enough disruption, so that was a waste. I just realized that I was shooting with the levy skirmishers, who are 30% javelins, so that was a mistake. Waste of ammo, basically. Now that all these zealots are moving off, I'm going to move my cataphracts this way as well. It's going to be a tough match. Next turn. Come on, man. Gotta make up your mind. Yeah, that's fine. Nope, now I have to make up my mind, apparently. Yeah, let's push forward. Yeah. So essentially, the levy skirmishers you want to use are like javelin men because they are 1/3 javelins, but if you shoot at long range, it's like you wasted their ammo. Which is a minor detail that I think Richard Bodley Scott, that is, was fine with just because they're supposed to be terrible anyway. Follow up. I'm not too worried about my armored infantry or my deep pike units taking a little bit of shooting casualties. This is a little bit more concerning. But I think we just have to accept that our units are going to get broken here. Nothing can really change that. Okay. Looks like we'll be attacking uphill as expected. Next turn. It's coming apart for our skirmishers. No surprise, though. Plus they are militia. Okay, these are levy skirmishers. Well, let's try to put some arrows downrange on the zealots before they crash into our Thracians. Oh shit. Oh man. I guess I deserve that. Shove him off. Good. Caught him. Move here, we might find some way to finagle a flank charge, so we'll avoid that. Here, you get back. fine, they're out of the way. Push. Maybe catch him? No. Oh, very bad. Very bad. Next turn. There's a break. And the expected flank attack. Yeah, that was not the best. He's betting on a disruption once the frag unit breaks, so he can profit off a cascade. Well, let's get that delicious impact. Or not. Excellent. And charge. Good. Tempted, although that'll push me to charge range of the Zealots, so maybe not so tempted. General up, push into range, do a little cheesy trick here, like so, and general here, charge. Hopefully, yeah, what does that do? Disruption, very good. We need to, maybe we shouldn't do that, I think I have to. Damn. Well, I brought it on myself. Run away. Do these fights first. Get you out. What is the implosion? Yep. It's firm, that's good. I could shoot up the Zealots, but I think more important is probably trying to, at least attempting to cover the flank of this legionary unit. So, do that. Push. Do I dare? Sure. No, actually, we still need you to at least try to pretend to cover this. Okay, not looking too good. Even if we get this break, it's not looking too good. Next turn. Oh, that's not the best. That's not the best. Too bad I can't get support to these cataphracts. Do we hold? Yes, good. Then we are advantaged in the melee. Set myself up to be flanked here and here, but I felt like I had to push forward. Well, let's see what we can do. Break. Disruption. Face them. Yeah, that was probably inevitable. But this is unfortunate. I suppose maybe I was a little hasty here, but given the terrain setup, I don't know how else I could have done it with these big, unmaneuverable blocks that I have to work with. Okay, onward to our doom. Alright, next turn. Raw troops, goodbye. Maybe a disrupt on the irregulars. I might be low on arrows. There's that horrible flank attack. And another one. Okay. held firm, that's good, so it means that his swordsman POA there remains halved. There as well. Yeah, our line is just so thin. I don't know what to do here, to be honest. Could try to rescue this situation. I could try to go all in on this. Let's do it. Break, and damn it. I was hoping they'd pursue off map. Might need these again soon. Don't use Thorakitai very much, but I guess the armor advantage is actually being useful here. So we're still down, what, 38 because of the general, unfortunately. Otherwise, it would be a relatively even fight. So, yeah, that happened. Ouch. Do we frag now? Not yet. Oh. Now the question is, do I bother charging, or is that stupid? Can't just sit here forever, but it might be worth buying time. If I charge here and he breaks the legionaries, then he can charge in soon. Oh god, I don't know. Well, if there's nothing for it, we might as well bounce off. That was ugly. We don't have much time. If we're behind, we need to try to catch up somehow. Okay, onward. Next turn. Down 19. The question is, will we even get one more turn to play? What does that do to us? At least we held firm there. Surprisingly there. Oh, well, that was probably a very logical choice. Who was that? Was that? It was. Surprising. They might be so outnumbered that it doesn't even matter, but pretty acceptable chance to win at least in some of these combats. Now if I do this, I believe I will push him back into the rough, which would be unfortunate. Don't have much of a choice though. The only question is, do I want to leave the general on here or put him on someone else? Gotta zone that unit in and do something. Oh, you're back. That's not a good idea. Let's just do it. As expected, and we have to face off here. It's fine, you're doomed anyway. Okay, at least we'll be able to get some breaks in next turn before it's all over. Next turn. Ah, what a shame. They may be holding firm, but they are just getting slaughtered. Ooh. Too bad if I move them, they'll get charged. Well, let's get involved. Held firm, getting close to auto break anyway. We can't do this because of the disorder and the fact that the rough ground takes away our 100 deep pike POA. Now we'll get flanked here as well. They hold firm. Can only try to buy time there, but not sure if it'll matter. Held firm because the disorder our camels cause. I charge and bounce. He can flank, so I have to stand, I think. I could put a general on here in an attempt to, I don't know, make it less bad when I do get flanked, but probably wouldn't make a difference. I just throw it away. Next turn. There we go. Auto break. Blocked in his irregular foot so that they couldn't fall back after a bad impact, and then opened up the flank attack on my legionaries. There we go. So I think the lesson to take from this is pretty much the exact same lesson we took from the mirror match is, in this kind of situation, don't attack. So we both attacked as the Seleucid army to make a game of it. But in any kind of serious game or tournament game, this would have been, at least initially, a standoff, and it would have been on the Jewish player to come out and fight or accept that it was going to be a draw. Because this result, I think, is near identical to the mirror match, where Jafaris and I both attacked and then just got shredded. These pike phalanxes are great if they can fight with secure flanks. In a situation where you are working with a very small amount of open ground and it's surrounded by not open ground, you're not going to be able to preserve those flanks. And then, this happens. Because I don't think either of us made any large-scale, straightforwardly mechanical micro mistakes. It was all about, when you see this, you shouldn't attack. And we both agreed to attack with, as it turned out, non-miraculous, predictable results. So, well played to Jafaris. I'm sure we'll play again. And till next time.